Okay, hello everyone. So welcome back. Today we are going to talk about AI agents and React framework. Yeah. So this year you may heard of this term, okay, AI agents. So after we have chatbots, and then people are not satisfied with the ability of chatbots, so they want to move forward, and so we have AI agents this term. But then what exactly it is? So we'll take a look at it. So far, we learned several concepts like machine learning. So ML, we feed the data to the machine, and then the machine learn how to finish a task. That's ML. We learned LLM. So we have a very large database of lots of tests. Again, we feed it to the machine to learn it so that given the prompts, we have the response. And people make use of it as a Q&A machine. So we have the chatbots. People also make use of this LLM to create some generator to generate image, voice, and videos. And that will be the generative AI. AI agents try to connect all this idea together to become a software that is goal-driven, and also it works in multiple steps and not in one shot. We're going to explore what AI agents are, how they work, and also the where we are going to use it. So what is AI agents? AI agents refer to LLM agents. We use the LLM as the core to understand the natural language and also to think. So AI agents is a software that can pursue a goal and also can complete complex tasks. And it often starts with a natural language poem. We use our natural language to give the instruction to define the goal, like here, and then you pass it to the AI agents. So through the natural language understanding, the agents understand what we want to do. And so you start to think, start to plan. After having some idea what to do next step, and then you will take the action. After taking these actions, you will review it. Okay, review the results, review whether it has already completed the task, and then depends on the result. Okay, perhaps you will go back, okay, to think again, depends on the observations, and do the next step, or it will, okay, find that the task has already been finished, and so it stopped and give us the result and saying that, okay, it's done. Then that's the whole process. But then, okay, why this AI agents is that hot now? Agents, though, is just a software, but then now it become hot because of two reasons. The first one is because of this, okay, the LLM. So because of the LLM, we can use our natural language to easily define the goal and easily communicate with the agents. And then the agents can do the task for us. Okay, as long as you can describe it, then the agents can do it. And yeah, it is one of the reason. And then the second reason is that so we know we have chatbots, but then chatbots has this limitation. I would say the LLM has a limitation because the LLM, as we know that we feed the very large database to the LLM so that the LLM learn the knowledge, right? But then it's not possible for us to have a database that include all the knowledge in the whole world, right? So even though, okay, at this moment, okay, let's say you have, so you can really, okay, collect all the informations in the whole world at this moment. Then how about the next moment, right? So this LLM is always bounded by the knowledge. If we ask the LLM something that is does not exist in the database, then it will fail to answer your questions. So the first limitation. Second limitation is about the reasoning. And usually the LLM do it in one shot. You ask the questions, you have the answer, okay, one shot. But think about how we think. When we think of when we answer questions, when we try to solve a problem, we will first come up with some rough idea, and then we will criticize ourselves. We will have reflections. So look at the results and then try to improve, right? So we are not doing it in one shot, one step, but then we have multi-step. Okay. But the LLM has this reasoning limitations. And the third limitation is the code execution capability. At the end, it can just give you task results, but okay, we do want it to get the thing done, right? So we want it to be executed. Like, okay, you ask the chatbot what to eat today, then the test will say, okay, pasta is well a good choice, but you have to order the pasta by yourself. So we say, okay, how about we have the agent that really order the food for me? I just wait and then I can enjoy my food, and that will be great. Now how can we do it? So that's why we try to extend the ability of the LLM by using the tools, by using some external tools, like the search on the internet. Okay, like we ask the LLM to think in a certain sequence, or we have some tools that let's say we can connect it to the calendar, we can connect to the email box, we can connect to some external service so that we can do the things, we can get more informations instead of just bound by the database. And that's the AI agents. So now the AI agents is able to take the input by the natural language, think, and complete the task for us. So better than just a Q&A machine. And so the difference between agents and chatbots is that the chatbots can only answer your question in a single section. Okay, you ask and you got the answer. But for AI agents, it can work. It can compete it in the multiple steps, and or even between several agents, they work together, and it can also coordinate with some external application and device, and that's the agents. In this figure, we can see the core components of AI agents. We see that there are four main components: tools, memory, planning, and actions. We start with the center, the agents, and here we use our natural language to communicate with the agents. We define the goal, we define the constraint, so that the agents will understand what the success look like, and also know the limitation like the budget, the time, and permission, etc. After that, then the agents will start to think, planning, reasoning, and there are different type of way to do it. Okay, through reflection, through self-criticize, or we do it step by step, that's chain of thoughts, or we can also break the goal into some smaller tasks and then do it one by one. So it depends on the AI agents. So it may use a different way to plan, to think. And throughout this thinking process, so sometimes it will make use of the memory, a short-term memory, long-term memory, because so yeah, it will recall the conversation between you and also the agents, and somehow we can make use of it, okay, when we do the planning. So know your preference so that it can give a better chance to give what you would like to have. And then after this planning, sometimes make use of some memory, and we know what to do next step, then we will take the actions. when it take the action, sometimes it may make use of the tools. And here you can see some examples like it may check the calendar. Okay, it may check the schedule of the user to know okay when the holiday is, okay, whether the user has annual leave, something like that, this kind of informations. You may also call the calculator service to do the math and execute some code like software and even search on the internet. So those are the core components of the AI agents and depends on the agents, okay, the designer. So that may be a bit different, okay, which depending how depend, okay, short-term memory or long-term memory, what tools to use, yeah, depends on what the agent is designed for. And then for AI agents, a very common framework, we call it the ReAct, okay, ReAct framework. Re here means reason, and act mean actions. It is proposed by researchers at Google and Princeton and in 2022. The purpose is, again, that's the same as AI agents. We're trying to extend the ability of LLM so that it can interact with tools, it can work better in the reasoning parts. Because traditional LLM can only generate the answer in one shot and without the help of the tools. And so it is, well, it's quite, we have some limitations on what the LLM can do. And so and then for the ReAct agents, the approach is to alternate between these two steps, think and do. Okay, think and do, think and do, think and do. Okay, alternate between these two until we finish the task. And so here, that's why we call it ReAct, because we and that and we and that like that. And so throughout this, so we do not need to do the thing in one task. So we can first, think about it. And then what we do is to gather informations, and then we base on the informations to further enhance the step, enhance the approach, and then to complete it. Even it is a very complicated task, we can do it because we can do it step by step instead of just one step. Okay, without necessary informations, we have to do it, then we cannot finish it. But if we break it down into step, then you will be able to complete it. So that's how we add framework. So basically here is the start. You will see now we have the loop. All right. So first we start with observations. Okay. In the first iterations of this loop, we start with the questions. We start with the instructions from the users, and so we see it, and then you start to think about it. So what to do? Is there any information missing? And then we think of the next step, and so we have the actions. Perhaps first time in this loop, we would like to look for some information through the internet, or we need to use the calculator. After that, we will go back because it's a loop, right? So like a circle. So we go back to observations. We check the information that we have from the previous step, to think, okay, again, okay, based on this informations, do we have some information that's still missing? If not, then we can start to answer the questions. And after that, we complete the task, then we can stop. Okay. So this is the loop. We will repeat and repeat until we finish. Let's take a look at an example. So hopefully it can give you some idea and more idea how it works. In this example, we start with the questions. User asks, okay, I will be in Paris next week. Okay, should I pack an umbrella? So this is this is a quite complicated task because the agents do not know, okay, who you are, right? So they don't have enough information about you. and also not enough information about the weather, right? So the first questions here, after they think about that, then the agents will find that, okay, I need to know when he will be in Paris next week, but yeah, we need to know the exact days, right? So the agents will take the actions, okay, check the schedules of the user, and connect it to the user's schedules to look at it and then find that, okay, well, he will be in Paris from 8 to 11. Okay, that's the observations after these actions. And so based on this informations, while we know that he will be in Paris from 8 to 11, but then whether he should pack an umbrella depends on the weather, and we have to know it. So the agent will find that it has to know the weather in this period of time. So the actions will be to check, okay, to check the weather forecast on the internet. So now it connects to the internet, okay, some websites or the weather forecast database to get this information. And we go back. We haven't finished yet, so we go back to the first step. Okay, we find that it will rain at that periods of time. And so the next questions, okay, now we start to think. Okay, so at this period of time, it will rain. And so, well, now I think the chatbot should be able to answer this question, right? So now, based on the understanding rain, it means we have to pack an umbrella. And so the actions will be, okay, so perhaps based on the short-term memory or long-term memory, we remember that the user say, okay, whatever answer, send me an email. So the agents will respond to the user via email. So this time we use an email service. Then this is yeah, how the AI agents works. So, but for sure, this is very specific example. So depends on the task, depends on the AI agents. It may not be the same, but then you can see that the agents try to alternate between thinking and doing. So even okay, for less complicated tasks, we do not have sufficient information, but we can do it step by step to solve it, to make it done. And that's the AI agents. So hopefully, throughout this lecture, so now you know what AI agents is, and also you know the React framework, how it works. Here is a reference, and bye bye.